Brazil have selected 8 Premier League players for October's World Cup qualifiers despite the country remaining on the UK's travel red list.
Last month most English clubs refused to release players called up by South American countries.
Currently, anyone travelling to Brazil from the UK must quarantine for 14 days when they arrive in the country and 10 days when they arrive back in the UK.
But the Brazil FA said, positive talks have been held over travel exemptions.
Liverpool duo Alisson and Fabinho, Manchester City's Ederson and Gabriel Jesus, Chelsea defender Thiago Silva, Manchester United midfielder Fred, Leeds forward Rafinha and Tottenham defender Emerson Royal have all been called up for matches against Venezuela, Colombia and Uruguay.
Former Middlesbrough midfielder Juninho Paulista, the Brazil national team coordinator, said the 8 England-based players had been called up with the belief an agreement would be made next week allowing players to avoid travel restrictions.
We've had lots of positive meetings with FIFA, the Premier League and the British government, and we trust that there will be a positive solution next week, he said. That is why we have called them up.
The Brazilian Football Federation will have to reach a separate agreement with the country's health authority to exempt England-based players from quarantine on their arrival.
In August, the Premier League released a statement saying its clubs had, reluctantly but unanimously, decided not to release players for matches in red list countries during September's international break.
However, 4 players, Emiliano Buendia and Emiliano Martinez of Aston Villa, and Giovanni Lo Celso and Christian Romero of Tottenham, traveled to Argentina to join up with their national side.
But that led to farcical scenes at São Paulo's Corinthians Arena when the Brazil vs Argentina World Cup qualifier was abandoned after 5 minutes when Brazilian health officials came onto the pitch to stop the match, saying the 4 England-based players for Argentina had to quarantine.
Despite complaints being made by the Brazilian Football Federation, as well as those from Mexico, Paraguay and Chile over the Premier League not releasing players for matches, all affected players were allowed to play their next matches for their clubs.
FIFA has the power to enforce 5-day suspensions for players not released to play for their national sides.
Brazil have won all 8 of their qualifiers so far and are 6 points clear of Argentina at the top of the South American qualifying group for Qatar 2022.